Okay, I've had quite a few people ask about this truck and everything, so thought I'd do a video for you guys. I have to use the old camera because, as I said, the new one does not work indoors. Like, just, it does not. Okay, so you all wanted to see the Mad Beast. That's pretty much what's left of it. This is what happens when RC cars get on my bad side. As you can see, the chassis is all twisted and mangled. It got smashed pretty hardcore the one day. So, yeah. And unfortunately, I can't afford to replace it right now, so it's basically just going to stay that way. Yeah, I agree with you guys. This thing ran like a friggin' beast. Like, yeah, it stood up to its name for sure the way I ran it. With the pipe's been bored out a bit, so it's wider. Actually, it looks like it got smashed. It did. A flat spot on the bottom of the pipe. This exhaust pipe has also been widened out. You can see all the paint's been stretched off of it. But basically, yeah, that's what happened to the Mad Beast. For one, the transmission kept stripping. As you guys know, second gear is gone. You can almost hear it grinding. And yeah, I tried to start it the one day, and the stupid pull start, the one-way bearing's going. Eee! Actually, the engine still turns over. Holy shit. But yeah, the pull start was being a bugger, and it just didn't want to start, so I ended up smashing it. So, I am going to get another one of these. Like, I'm basically just going to buy the whole damn truck again. That way I have spare parts right here. Spare parts. Basically everything except the chassis is intact. I have like 3 or 4 spare A-arms. I have a couple brand new ones, plus like the 3 that survived on this truck. So yeah, I'm going to get another one. And I have a few ideas. I might change the transmission completely. Like, just basically take the transmission out and throw it in the garbage. And steal a transmission from some other buggy. I don't know, I'll have to do some research. And the motor's going to need some work, because the pull start, I've always had problems with the pull start on this truck, just where it is, and the one-way bearing in the engine has issues sometimes. It's being good right now just to prove me wrong, but anyway, it'll slip sometimes. You'll get nothing, it'll just zing in and out. And so what I'm going to try and do is make a belt pulley system that connects to the clutch wheel down there, so I can just have a motor, electric motor out here, and a belt that stays on the buggy, and I'll just pull the motor against the belt a couple times to get it started. And then I'm going to put a hook somewhere so you can put the belt around a hook so it doesn't touch the flywheel while it's running. So that way you don't actually have to sit there pulling it. You can bring, you know, a little 12-volt battery and a motor with you and just zing it off the motor till the stupid thing starts. But that's my idea. Like I said, I can't right now because I don't have the fundage. But definitely when I get a chance, I will be replacing this thing. Because, I mean, it was an awesome truck. I had lots of fun with it. One of my fellow RCers was asking about screws. And I will do that quickly while I'm here. As you can see, these are 2 of the main screws I had problems with coming out. The screws that I had come out the most on me were these 2, these 2, and these 2 that hold in the motor plate. The big motor plate there. The ones in the bottom of the motor, for some reason, never came loose. But these 2 did a lot. And of course, these 2 and the bottom 2, same as this one on the front and back, I had problems with them. So I'll do a really quick guide here. Basically, you walk your screws in about that far. You can see there's a little gap between the screw head and the metal. You can can see that there. So you basically put them in about that far, and then you take some super glue. Let me get the lid off here. Take some super glue and just drop it under the head of the screw, and then tighten them down. Now you don't want to drop glue into the hole where the screw goes, because that will actually lock the screw into the plastic, and you don't want to do that, because then when you try and take it out, I've had a few times where it'll have so much grip that the screw will snap because it's grabbing so well inside the plastic. So if you do it this way, it's only grabbing on the chassis and the top of the screw. So once you crack the glue on top, there's nothing actually holding the threads in, so you won't snap your screws trying to get them out. So that's how to glue your screws in without like destroying your buggy, like I said. So you can glue them in and take them out again. And it works for the metal ones and the ones that are in plastic. Like I said, just walk them in about 90% of the way, leave a little like 1 millimeter gap, and then just put some glue under the head, and that's it. Just screw it down, and you'll see that they shouldn't come out. There's a couple on here. I think it was the motor screws. I actually had to like glue the threads in on those two. But all the plastic ones I did just like this, and they didn't come out. So I hope that helps you and gives you a little helping hint of how to keep your screws in if they keep falling out, which some of these did. Actually, I lost a couple of these. I'd be out running, you know, and shut her down and look at the back of the buggy, and there's 2 of these screws missing. I'm like, that's not good. So yeah, I hope that helps you, and of course, when I get a new one of these, I'll definitely be putting her back on video. So it sucks that she's down, but I will get a new one eventually. Well, thanks guys.